Hello, and welcome to Glass with a Class. I'm June Anderson, and I'm glad you're here with us today. We're going to look at some pretty glass and have a very brief English lesson, because that's what we do here. I hope you enjoy it. Today's episode examines a pattern from the Hazel Atlas Glass Company called Colonial Block. It was produced in the early 1930s. This is the creamer and sugar in pink. Once again, I'm missing the lid to the sugar, but I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere down the road. Colonial Block was made in green, crystal, black, pink, and a small amount in cobalt blue. In the 1950s, they made some white. Most pieces of Colonial Block were marked with the Hazel Atlas logo, but not all of them were. These happen to be marked. I hope you can see it. It's an H over an A for Hazel Atlas. Some people get this logo confused and think that it's the Anchor Hocking logo, like I used to. But the Anchor Hocking logo is an anchor with an H and wasn't used until after the 1930s. This is Hazel Atlas, H over an A. I finally got my ducks in a row and remembered that the H over the A is Hazel Atlas. Some people also confuse this Colonial Block by Hazel Atlas with Block Optic, made by Hocking Glass Company. They look a lot alike, so that's understandable. There are only about a dozen different pieces made of Colonial Block, so collectors looking to form a complete set of them may have trouble. Jean Florence asked the question, how does a small pattern like this have so many hard-to-find pieces? Well, he answered his own question by suggesting that it was limited in distribution, and some of those hard-to-find pieces might have been rewards for some marketed product that didn't sell well. Remember, some depression glass was given away if you bought an item. So if the item didn't sell well, not many pieces of glass were given away. Makes sense to me. I love this pattern and this color, don't you? Now for our little English lesson. Today we're in the second episode of our 8-episode look at the eight parts of speech in the English language. Today's part of speech is the pronoun. A pronoun is a word or phrase you substitute for a noun when your listener or reader already knows which noun you're referring to. For example, you might say, my cat is at the vet's office. She has a fever. She is the pronoun. That's much more preferable than saying, my cat is at the vet's office. My cat has a fever. You just say she instead of saying my cat again. Here's another one. I have a new motorcycle. It can really go. You don't need to say, I have a new motorcycle. My motorcycle can really go. You just say it. You can probably already figure out some other pronouns, but here's a list of about a dozen. I, me, she, her, he, him, they, them, it, we, us, and you. Well, let's close out with a Bible verse using a pronoun. There's no lack of pronouns in the Bible. Here's a good one. It's John chapter 4, verse 24. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and in truth. God is the noun, and him is the pronoun. Well, this was fun. I hope you enjoyed seeing the lovely Hazel Atlas Colonial Block and learning a bit of English. Come back next time when we'll do it all over again, just with different glass and a different lesson. Hope to see you then. God bless you and yours. Bye-bye.